A quick review of the Fortress Danforth style anchor. I've purchased the smallest model, the FX-7. It's supposed to be good for boats up to 27 foot of average cross section. Sort of things you have to take into consideration. Maybe the size of your binnaby. If you've got a larger boat, I'd recommend going bigger rather than smaller. On their site they've got the different sizes and recommended windages. Their normal sizing is done for 30 knots in moderately protected waters, so that'd be your bays, and they say average ground conditions. I don't know what that means, but given I've got fairly coarse sand where I anchor mostly, that should be good. And then some places I go where it's silty, which should get even more strength out of something like this. It does have multiple modes, and it does come as unassembled. You need to install these flukes, this rod here, and the main shaft. The main shaft has two options when you install it. One of them is noted only for soft mud. I haven't gone with that. This is the general hole. It's the furthest one out. The difference would be the angle that the shaft and the flukes make will be larger in mud. So that means those flukes will dig in on a deeper angle. Some concerns I have with this anchor: it does have a lifetime warranty. The cheaper option they have, I think it's the exact same shape, doesn't have all the same features and doesn't have lifetime warranty on parts and is not anodized. But I'm a bit concerned that they've used stainless fasteners into this aluminium. We've got a mix of just regular nuts on screws there and retentive nut. I don't know if that's technically the correct term, but one of these shouldn't come loose with rattling. These ones, they're pretty hard to get in there, so you can't quite torque them up. I have put a thread locker on them. I definitely recommend that. The other stuff you can put on is quite expensive. I don't have any here, but is a paste that prevents corrosion between dissimilar metals like the stainless and the aluminium. To protect my boat, I've put these bits of tubing on the ends. Quite lucky that this is water tubing. The same boat store had this. Just got a little length of that, heated it up in boiling water, slid it over, and it goes down on the shaft pretty nicely. The other thing with this, I've made it a bit bigger so that in my anchor well it will actually fill up the holders that I've got, and this thing won't be able to move side to side, whereas if I had the holders normally, it would be able to move side to side and potentially even slip out. So just something to think about. The other thing is, I'm going to be putting stainless chain on this anchor, and I've gone for a larger chain than what's recommended, one size up, 8mm. I was a bit worried that, again, stainless on the anodized finish here, it's going to corrode. This lifetime warranty, I'm probably going to test it out if I see any corrosion within a year or two. I wouldn't be happy with an expensive anchor like this corroding out. Those fasteners will surely fail. Also bought a stainless swivel. Never used a swivel before, but yeah. And then out of some guide and reticulation parts, I have cut out a nice bushing to put over this pin, and that fits just in here. I was quite lucky I had something sitting around that will fit nicely. Just fits in there. Just fits over that snugly. So yeah, I'll put it together and give some more thoughts.